All right, this is 250334 SM, the People versus James Crowley. Madam Prosecutor, can I get your name?
Nora Holloway on behalf of the people.
Mr. Crowley, can you tell me your first and last name?
My name's James Crowley.
All right.
Can I address the court?
Not yet.
Okay.
Is this being amended?
Yes, Your Honor. I am unfortunately still waiting on the warrant to be sent in to me.
All right. Can you talk by a microphone just so
Yeah.
she can pick you up? All right, because I had a note in here last time we were here that this was being amended to a felony.
Yes. We would like the bond conditions to remain where they are. I was hoping to get him arraigned on it today, but unfortunately it was not sent in to me. So I'm hoping by next week it will be.
All right. All right. So Mr. Crowley, the prosecutors indicated she intends on charging this as a felony, but she doesn't have what she needs yet to do so. Do you understand that?
I do.
Okay. And now what was it you wanted to say to the court, sir? My understanding is you do not want a lawyer. Is that correct?
I would like to terminate Mr. Gizicki as my attorney, and I would like to represent myself as of right now. And I would like to, can you hear me, Your Honor?
I can.
Okay.
Let me do a few things before you go any further. I think it's important for you to know. You have a right to remain silent, and anything you say orally or in writing can and will be used against you. So I want you to understand before you make statements to this court, you have a constitutional right to an attorney. If you're firing your attorney, are you telling me there's been a breakdown of communication between the two of you?
Way, shape, or form has Mr. Gizicki done anything to develop a defensive legal strategy with me or take any maneuvers whatsoever?
Okay.
I'm not. Okay.
So your plan is to represent yourself?
Yes. For the time being, is it, Your Honor, am I allowed to represent myself for a time until like maybe I can find an attorney or get a court appointed attorney that I feel more secure and confident in?
Well, we have other court-appointed attorneys here. Mr. Coots is here today. You can meet with Mr. Coots if you want to meet with Mr. Coots on the case. But I only have so many options at court-appointed attorneys, which means you only have so many options. I mean, you have a right, sir, to have an attorney at any time. And if you want to retain an attorney, you can get anyone you want. But if it's an attorney that is a public defender, we have 3 public defenders available to represent you at this court. I have Mr. Coots, Mr. Gizicki, and Mr. Fanto.
Well, then I guess my intent will be to represent myself, I suppose, for the duration of your courtroom, and then I'll just seek an appointed if they get away with increasing this to a felony. Am I allowed to object to the prosecution's adjournment?
Well, we're here today for what's the status of discovery?
So it has been sent out to counsel, Mr. Gizicki. But if he has fired him now, I would have to send it over to him himself if he's representing himself.
All right. You understand that, Mr. Crowley? Mr. Gizicki has your discovery. But if you are representing yourself, I mean, obviously it would be.
Your Honor, if I may, last week, I asked Mr. Gizicki specifically about the discovery and the evidence that the prosecution is burdened of. He told me that he has not physically received a discovery package and that he only has the police report in his physical possession.
All right. Well, the police reports are discovery. I mean, that is part of discovery. And the only other thing there may be is body cam, I assume.
Yep. I would like, Your Honor, every Taylor Police body cam. I would like every phone call that was ever made to police from Jennifer. I would like a record, Your Honor, of how many times the Taylor Police has been to my home in Taylor in the last 4 or 3 years.
Okay, well, I don't know that they have those records. Whatever discovery you're entitled to that's in the discovery order, you will receive.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay, I'll receive everything. All right. And I would like to, is this the time I could address some concerns like why I believe that my case should be dismissed today?
I mean, it's a pre-trial. If you have a motion you want me to hear, then you can write up a motion or we can have an oral motion hearing. But the evidence in this case will be presented at trial. And if there's a pre-trial motion you want to file, you're entitled to do that under law.
Okay,
But
so
no, I mean, we're here for a pre-trial today.
all right, so I can't express myself verbally as to that. All right, copy that. Pre-trial today.
Has an offer been made?
I got witnesses. I got a ton of witnesses.
Wait. I'm asking the prosecutor a question. Go ahead.
I believe Mr. Gizicki and I had discussed it, but I don't believe there was any further discussion on it. I don't know of any acceptance. There was a bond violation recently, and I believe that was why those conversations got halted.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Your Honor?
Yes.
So the bond violation was ruled off a hearsay. I wanted to contest the witness that came forth, which is my own blood cousin. And Mr. Gizicki pretty much told me that I would be a fool and that he professionally recommends that I sit and remain silent as the witness defame my character. I got Romulus police stuff saying that I didn't have an issue. I can prove that she did this. My cousin made that bond hearing statement out of revenge, and I can prove it. I need Romulus police witnesses. I got all the information, Your Honor. Because
Okay.
I had to call the cops.
I've reviewed the bond hearing. I listened to the record on it. I'm aware of what the allegations were.
Okay.
And Judge Kirsten found a bond violation, and that was his ruling on the matter. So that's already been decided, sir. And a bond,
Okay.
I understand, has already been posted. So what we're doing right now is Miss Alui at this point is not ready to proceed on her felony case. It sounds like you're not interested in a plea offer. Is that correct?
I haven't even, my attorney hasn't approached me. The best that I know, to my knowledge, the prosecution has not offered me anything.
She said that her and
retracted.
Mr. Gizicki have been in discussions about a plea.
Mr. Gizicki, in no way, I give you my oath, Your Honor, that he did not say anything like that to me.
Well, he might not have told you yet because the offer, it's the only one that can make an offer is the prosecutor. Not me, not Mr. Gizicki, only her. So if she were to make an offer or they were negotiating an offer, he might not notify you of that until the actual offer's been made.
Oh, okay, I see. I understand. Thank you for your clarification, Your Honor.
Like if they're just having discussions about a potential resolution, he might not notify you until she actually says, here is an offer. He has an obligation as an attorney, once an offer is made, to notify you of that offer. So this is my thought. I'm not going to we're not going to just keep dragging this out forever.
Yeah.
I'm setting a trial date. I see the complaining witness is present. Defendant's present. If you decide you want an attorney before this date, Mr. Crowley, you have got to notify the court. Because if you show up on the jury trial date, you can't show up on the day of trial and say, oh, and by the way, I want an attorney, because the attorney won't have time to prepare. So if you want an attorney, you have to let us know before this date so that that attorney can represent you.
Well, I guess I'm just going to go ahead. I'm just going to sink or swim by myself, Your Honor.
All right, well, I'm going to just tell you, Mr. Crowley, you have a right to do that, but I want to be clear on something. So lawyers go to law school, right? It's not fun. And then when they finish law school, they get this book. And this book is every rule you have to follow in court. There are rules of evidence. And without 3 years of law school, sir, you're not going to know them. So you're going to be upset because if you ask a question the wrong way and the prosecutor objects, I'm not going to allow you to ask the question. Like you have to follow the court rules just like an attorney would, right? And if you represent yourself, you're held to that same standard. So you might, like, I know people think they know what hearsay means, right? Because there's like a general definition of what people think hearsay is, and then there's actual real hearsay under the court rules. And I just want you to be aware, Mr. Crowley, you have a right to do it. I think it's ill-advised, but that's your choice. And we can set it for a jury trial
Judge, if we may set a settlement, next week as well, because I believe the warrant should have been submitted by that point.
All right, so Mr. Crowley, for now, what we'll do is I'm going to adjourn this for 1 week. Okay, we'll come back in a week. And at that point, if an offer is to be extended, it will be extended. So if there's an offer on your case, you'll find out about it next week. Whether that you want an attorney to discuss it or you want to discuss it directly with the prosecutor, that's your choice. Okay, and then after that, we will set our jury trial. And so we'll return. Your dates are Zoom, if an offer is made or the prosecutor's moving to make these felonies, she has a right to do that. I don't know the evidence yet. I'm not supposed to. There will be a hearing where I get to hear all the evidence and make that determination, but it's not today. And then the jury trial date, I'm setting it now so we don't lose it. Jury trial date, the next day I have is July 25th at 9 a.m.
That was 9 a.m., Your Honor?
At 9 a.m. sharp in person. But next week, come on Zoom, okay?
All right. One thing, Your Honor, anything that's going to be discussed about me or a potential settlement, excuse me, or whatever, the prosecution's going to have to go through me from now on, please.
Well, you don't have a lawyer. You've waived your right to
an
attorney, so she'll have to talk to you. She'll have to.
I just want, okay.
Well, that's how it works. That's how the court rules work. If you don't have a lawyer, she'll talk to you. So we have bond continues. Nobody's to talk to anybody.
Yeah.
Thank you.
4/21 at 9 a.m. settlement conference via Zoom. And then jury trial 7/25 at 9 a.m. in person. It's the first date I have available.
All right.
I can get his contact information from this.
And I'll put him in a breakout room. You can get that information from him, okay? Mr. Crowley, I'm going to put you in a breakout room so the prosecutor can come and get information from you.
Your Honor, thanks for being awesome. I appreciate you guys very much.
Well, I'm just trying to make sure everyone follows the rules. Listen, job as a judge is to make sure people understand what they're doing and to make sure that people show up when they're supposed to and that they do not violate my bonds, okay? So everybody is to continue doing what they're doing, no contact, and we'll put Mr. Crowley in a room so the prosecutor can get contact information from him, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, we're all set. Okay, this is 250997, the People versus Joseph Warner.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Robert Coots on behalf of Mr. Warner, 43430. For purposes of arraignment, we plead not guilty. Waive the reading.
All right, I'll enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. Mr. Warner, did you go over your constitutional rights with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you give Mr. Coots permission to sign your name on that document?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Warner, it is so sad to see you like this. It is just heartbreaking. You know, you have really had a chance to turn your life around, and I'm just looking at you, and you're presumed innocent. It's not even about the charge, Joe. It's that I know you could do better. I've seen you do better. I should have never let you out of the program. What's up? Where's the baby? I saw you wandering Eureka Road. You had an apartment, you had a relationship, you had a baby, and you were the primary caregiver for, and now I see you homeless, back to using, living on Eureka Road. It's heartbreaking.
I got my housing in Allen Park, and these last few weeks I haven't had my psych meds, and I've just been wandering around because I don't get to see nobody. Like, nobody's allowed in my apartment, and I just have to sit there by myself all the time. I ran out of my meds.
Joe, you're back to drinking though. And that's the thing. You knew then, you don't have to listen. I'm not even your judge on this case. I'm just telling you, when you want help, it's here. Because you're clearly back to drinking. And you cannot drink. You will kill yourself. You're going to kill yourself drinking. You need help.
I know, I was thinking about putting out handcuffs or something like that and going to an actual rehab. because I just got my housing. I was doing good. I'm in anger management. I'm in AA. I'm doing that stuff. It's just everything just started going around me this week.
Joe, you need inpatient treatment, at least intensive outpatient treatment. AA meetings will do you no good if you're drinking, okay? When you're ready, all you have to do is walk in my courtroom. I will take you down to probation. We will find you a bed and you can get better. Whenever you're ready, I am here to give you that.
Okay.
But you have to want it. You walk in, Joe, you want help, we'll get you help. You got a $500 personal bond. You're to appear in court as directed. You're not to leave the state without permission of the court. You're not to commit any new crimes while released. You're to immediately notify the court a change of address or phone number. You're to participate in whatever mental health treatment you're getting, and you're to take your meds appropriately. You understand me, Joe?
Yeah, yes, Your Honor. That's the problem I'm having is I can't get my meds because they closed one store. They sent the stuff to CVS. I had Walgreens contacting the doctor. I can't get a hold of the doctor, and they're not refilling the meds. So I don't know what is going on their end. And then I just started
Joe,
falling.
you need a caseworker. You need a case manager. You need a caseworker. You need
I
help.
have a case manager and a therapist. I gotta get a hold of them and see what they can do for me.
When you're